I'm here tonight to ask you to help us tell homeless young people's stories. I want to introduce you to Chelsea. We met Chelsea in 2014 as part of the Homeless Women Hearties project. Chelsea had experienced sexual abuse perpetrated by a family member. The abuse started when she was 8 years old. After 3 years, she finally found the courage to tell her mother. However, no one in her family believed her. With the likelihood of the abuse continuing, Chelsea felt she had no other option but to leave home. She was 11 years old. Over the next 8 years, Chelsea was homeless. She spent evenings on the streets, in squats, parks, crisis accommodation services, and in and out of foster care, unsure of where she would lay her head each night and for how long. Chelsea didn't find herself homeless because of something she did. She found herself homeless because she had no other option. On any given night in Western Australia, there's over 6,000 homeless young people in our community. In addition, another 20,000 people are waiting on our public housing list, and many in our community are unable to find safe, secure, affordable housing. Statistics show that if we can get a homeless young person into a home before the age of 25, we can reduce by 50% their likelihood of becoming homeless for the rest of their lives. Over the last 10 years in Western Australia, as a community, we have benefited from high employment and the mining boom, but far too many people have missed out, many of these young people. Many of these young people will become homeless. They don't know night by night where they'll be sleeping. We've all seen one of these young people begging on the street, their heads bowed in embarrassment with a piece of cardboard informing passers-by of their story. Many people will make a judgment about these young people and walk straight past. Some of you may have stopped and dropped a few coins into their cups. But how many of you have actually stopped, knelt down and asked that young person to tell you their story? Unfortunately, many in our community believe the stereotype that young people are homeless because they choose to be. We think that they've left home because they don't want to live by their parents' rules, or they've become involved in drugs and alcohol. This couldn't be further from the truth. The three main reasons why young people find themselves homeless is because of domestic violence, physical and sexual abuse, and family breakdown. Their homes are no longer safe for them, as Chelsea's story shows. They are on the streets because they have no other option. Homeless Women Hearties is born out of the recognition that there needs to be greater awareness and understanding of youth homelessness in Western Australia, so that together as a community and as leaders and decision makers, we can ensure that we're effectively dealing with the issue. Homeless Women Hearties uses photography to allow homeless young people an opportunity to tell their story without having to verbalise or relive their often traumatic pasts. Photography allows the community to see what being homeless is really like. Who better to tell the community and decision makers about homelessness than the young people that are experiencing it themselves? We will only make change in this area if we know and understand the stories of people like Chelsea. As part of Homeless Women Hearties, young people like Chelsea are mentored by young emerging photographers. Each young person works with a photographer to take a series of photographs of their perception of home. The young person is encouraged to direct the project and creatively develop the work around the concept of what home means to them. The young people then exhibit their photographs as part of a community-wide exhibition, the largest event held in Australia as part of National Homeless Persons Week in August. Young people are involved throughout the curation and installation of the exhibition, and images are professionally printed, framed and installed for the exhibition, with an emphasis on making sure it's of high quality. To date, over 5,000 community members have attended the exhibition to experience the stories of homeless young people and understand the diversity of the issues that they face. There is no better experience than seeing a young person who's previously been marginalised and voiceless being given the opportunity to tell the community their story. For me, there's been no better image for me to see than a young person seeing their image on the wall, smile ear to ear, showing and talking to other community members about how excited they are to see their works on the wall. Homeless Women Hardies each year gives this opportunity to 8 young people to not only take photos, but to build their aspirations, confidence, feel success, and most importantly, see a future for themselves. We're asking you to grow this project and increase our impact. Currently, our project runs on a budget of $20,000. So tonight, if we're able to raise another $20,000, we will double our impact and, importantly, double the number of young people that are able to be part of the project and start to change community perceptions. $500 will support one of the mentor relationships. $1,000 will allow us to travel out to the regions to ensure that regional young people are included in this project, because we know their stories are different to that of Metro young people. And $5,000 will allow us to take the entire exhibition to a regional centre. Your support is vital to allowing this project to grow. Will you help us challenge the stereotype and help the community understand what it's really like to be a homeless young person? Help us tell the stories of these young people, stories like Chelsea's that deserve to be heard. Thank you.